Happy Australia Day everyone, and welcome to the final day of the 2015 Festival of Sails here at the Royal Geelong Yacht Club. Fantastic few days of sailing with almost 300 yachts competing across the various categories, and of course there has been plenty of fun and family entertainment on our Shoreside Festival. Really, it's been a sensational weekend here at the Royal Geelong Yacht Club.
Absolutely. We started the race on Friday. We have a passage race from Melbourne to Geelong, and we had almost 300 yachts entered this year. The wind was exactly where we wanted it. Everyone had a great time, and when the skippers are happy, this festival becomes a happy place.
Yeah, we've been doing it for about, what, 9 years? Yeah, a couple of different boats. The latest called Game On. So it's Game On today.
Day so far for you?
Yeah, we've had a great couple of days. We had a good regatta, good racing yesterday, and yeah, we're looking forward to a bit more today. It's a little bit light, but it should be good fun. Yeah, listen, we had we came back from the dead through the regatta, and thanks to the boys and my sons and stuff, Johnny Siriano here, we had a great day today, and I think we went on a countback after having a win today. So some awesome rides out there, you know, 20 knots or something or other. We're just planing, is awesome. Loved it.
It's a very popular event for people from Melbourne. We've been down here, this is the third boat that we've raced down here. We've raced a couple of keel boats and done quite well with those, and now we're racing in the sports boat class here. And it's not just an event for Victorians here at Festival of Sails. There's also boats in our division that have come from Queensland and Tasmania and Sydney to come and race. So that's a fantastic thing for the city of Geelong to bring people from interstate down and participate in the Festival of Sails.
Well, Geelong has turned on another wonderful Australia Day long weekend for the Festival of Sails. We hope you've had a great regatta. We really look forward to seeing you all back here again next year.
Welcome to Medal Race Day at the ISAF Sailing World Cup Miami for the top 10 boats in the 470 men, 470 women, 49er, 49er FX, and Fin classes. Medal Race Day in the Fin class was not stressful for Great Britain's Scott. He assured himself of gold yesterday and headed into the medal race with an unassailable lead.
It's quite a nice position to be in, so I'm pretty relaxed. I'll just go out there and enjoy the medal race, and yeah, well, that's kind of it for me, really. It's quite a privileged position to be in.
Anything could unfold for those placed second to fourth. The big loser of the day was Greece's Matakis, who finished at the back of the fleet in 9th. Reigning junior European champion Lily of Australia won the medal race, leapfrogging Matakis to take away the bronze. A comfortable third-place finish for Croatia's Gospits rewarded him with silver. Gold medalist Scott secured his 8th successive regatta victory. In the 49er fleet, just 1 point separated the top two: Austria's Delicarte and Resch, and Australia's Turner and Jensen. The teams were close off the start line, but Austria soon found better pace, accelerated, and the battle was over. Gold to Austria, silver to Australia. A superb medal race win catapulted Denmark's Warrer and Thompson from 5th going into the day to a bronze medal by the end.
I think it was a really good competition. It was a tight competition. Everybody all week was really close together, and the same was in the medal race. You could never be sure, and yeah, really relieved actually that we did it.
Who Dares wins would decide silver and bronze in the 49er FX fleet. 3 teams were in the running mathematically, but realistically it was between world champions Grail and Kunze of Brazil and Italy's Conti and Klapsitz. The Italians drove themselves hard, upgrading from 6th at the first windward mark to the lead by the next upwind leg. Silver was safely in their hands. New Zealand's Maloney and Meach took a massive 50-point lead into the medal race, ensuring themselves gold.
It's pretty cool to win the first World Cup event of the year, and yeah, we just came over here to racing against the rest of the fleet, and it's been really cool to be back with everyone.
In the 470 women fleet, 2012 Olympic gold medalist Ala and Powery just had to finish the medal race to secure gold. They did better than that, scoring a 2nd place to win by 27 points over 2012 Olympic silver medalists Mills and Clark. 2-time Olympian Yoshida and crew Yoshioka were facing the challenge for the bronze medal. Their medal race win left the chasing pack behind. Best result yet in such a strong fleet for Japan's new pairing, and a wonderful week for the Kiwis.
You know, it was a tough regatta for us at the beginning. We were going to go home a week before because our boat got delayed, and we didn't think we'd even be able to do the regatta. So the boat turned up 3 days before racing started, and we were just happy to do it. So to win is even better.
No change in the leaderboard order in the 470 men today. Great Britain's Patience and Willis carried a 15-point advantage over world champions Belcher and Ryan of Australia. Sailing safe, the Brits finished the medal race in 7th place to take gold, silver to Australia. Spain's Barreiros and Curbelo held on to bronze, marking their 2nd ever World Cup podium finish.
It's a big relief. That was a pretty stressful medal race course, really shifty weather conditions, and yeah, we're glad that's over, to be honest.
A thrilling week of racing here in Miami. Congratulations to the winners who have earned their qualification to the ISAF Sailing World Cup final in Abu Dhabi. Miami has yet again surpassed its reputation as a world-class sailing venue. 599 boats from 64 nations competing here on Biscayne Bay is recognition enough. Thanks for watching.
We're in the trophy room of the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia in Muscaters Bay in Sydney with Roger Hickman, who is the owner, skipper of the winner of the 2014 Rolex Sydney Hobart Yacht Race and Wild Rose. Now, Roger, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Thank you.
And tell us about the boat first time.
Well, Wild Oats, or Wild Rose as we call it now, was originally built by Bob Oakley for the 1985 Admiral's Cup trials. And John McConaughey built the boat and was beautifully built, and I think Bob left him an open cheque while he went off and did some sailing in Sardinia.
Well, the start of the race this year was unusual because it had 3 starting lines.
Yep.
All the coverage, of course, was on what was happening up the front with Comanche, and it's 4 minutes 34 seconds out of the heads.
Really? I didn't know that. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to. I guess we dwell in the bits that we can see, and I did hear that there was a quick trip out.
Yeah, 4:34.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, you should have seen it. It was sensational.
Yeah. Well, we had I mean, it'd be interesting, without harping back to the little boats, we had a pretty quick trip down.
I was going to say what happened on the third line.
Yeah, well, the third line was pretty hotly contested. There was a couple of bigger boats, I don't know, maybe bigger PHS boats. But we got a really good start. We were quite aggressive and we hit the line with speed. We put the code 0 up, which we could have maybe put a small spinnaker, but yeah, marginal. And we charged into the tail end of the Division 2 boats. The second line boats.
Yeah.
And then but the beautiful was there was a little buffer of about 4 boat lengths by the time we got there. And then, of course, the beautiful thing for us was that the third line went to the white mark. So we rounded just behind Ariel and the Goat and Zen, so we were really excited about that. But we could put a little chip in, just a little 5 boat length chip, and lay up to the white mark, whereas they also had to follow the leader. So that about 15, 20 minutes into the race, we were all bedded down, we cleared all the marks, and Ariel, who I believe was our hottest competition, because they're very well sailed, beautiful boat, and they did end up third, not to take anything away from the Goat and Zen and Love and War and all those Millennium, many other beautiful boats, Hutzbar and Not a Diamond, Concubine, all good boats. And they crossed 3 boat lengths behind us, and we thought, this is a sign. But then we got this gust of 37 knots, and the boat did actually go down. Didn't bury the nose, but, and it just went poof, and it blew out in the head, which is probably a good thing that it would, not that it did. Anyway, so we got that down, and what next? So we thought, right, got to keep this pedal down because this is our chance, because by this stage we're about 15 miles from Tasman Island. We knew Hutzbar was there but hadn't finished. We knew Love and War was coming in. We could see Ariel. We couldn't see the Goat, but we knew where they were, Zen. And we knew that Ichiban had finished, Patrice, all the Glamours, those beautiful new boats that we just dream of. They'd all finished, and we had plenty we could nearly paddle home. That's not quite true, but we knew that all things being equal, we'd have a fair run. So we wanted to finish. We didn't want to do anything stupid. So we went to put this bigger 3A up again. And it was only a new sail. And once again, with the slow boat, you couldn't hoist the sail on the prodder because the centre of effort of the sail, if it sets, is too far aft. You just broach. So we wanted to set it up on the pole, and you can see by the footage it goes up and it goes up, and then it heavily wooled, and it goes round the forestay a little bit. So I poke the bow up to get it back round the forestay, poles up, it's ready to go. And I said to the helm, to the trimmer, no sheet. We've got to get this to the masthead, and we've got to be settled. And of course it goes up, no sheet. The wind was 34 to 35 knots on the dial, maybe 30, and solid 30 regardless of what the dial was saying. Poof, it set, no sheet. It was out here and just went massive Chinese. And it's the first Chinese that I think I've done in a yacht. Very scary. The boom comes across, and the boat was on its ear so much, the keel was out of the water, and the 3 crew that were on the windward side are now up to here in water, on or in the fence. And the boat was only doing sort of 3 or 4 knots. Life jackets blowing up, and so oh my goodness! So we thought, right, head count. We're all here. Everyone's safe here. 4 people down below. Right, the spinnaker pole's flailing around out there, and just looked. It looked dreadful, and it was dreadful, because we're thinking, oh, what the hell? You look up at the mast and it's shaking a bit, but it's steady. So he said, right. And a couple of people have said, Hicko, you're asking to let the brace go, and it was on the leeward side, whereas the brace is usually on the windward side. But when you're setting an A sail up with the spinnaker pole, you have both braces going to the tack. And the leeward brace was sort of, you know, so it didn't have too much slack. That's why we're saying let the brace go. So we let the brace go, let the whole thing flow to get the spinnaker pole away from the boat, because we didn't want to get anyone hurt. And as it was, one guy had a bit of blood coming, and we thought, oh, it's all right, you downstairs. And Dr. Phil Warburton was off watch, and he's been a GP and a surgeon for years, so he looked at him, and in fact Jackie's a physiotherapist, so she stuck some bandage around it. You all right? Yeah, you know, and we kept the concussion rule. It wasn't AFL
What
football.
day is it?
AFL football, yeah. I want to get back up there. No, you know. So that when we just dropped the sail in the water, the boat's only doing 3 knots or so, and it didn't actually all go in the water. We retrieved it, put the pole on, grannied again, because by this stage we're heading the wrong direction, and took a breather. Right, and all of this is about 12 minutes, according to the navigator. She said, you know, from the first 12 minutes off we go again. What now?